Hi everybody. Second video today. I don't know, I must be feeling energetic or something. Do I look energetic? I don't know. Anyways, I told you I might do a little video on modifying the what I know to modify on the Kato number 4 turnouts. And a customer of mine, his name is Bruce Arbo, he posted a video on how to do this, and I'm just going to reiterate it and put it on my how-to page. A couple of things you need to look at and know about number 4s. It has also been brought to my attention that possibly the engineering or assembly of these has been modified at Kato in the recent past because, well, I'll show you why. But anyway, let's get to it. Okay guys, here's one that has been modified already, and I'll throw it, and you can see the notch in it. And I'll throw it back and let you look down it, and you can see that the point kind of recesses itself into the rail. You don't need it so much on this side apparently, from what I understand, because this rail is already starting its curvature out. Guys haven't found that to be a problem. They've also said that you need to round the tops of these points here, and I don't know whether I'm going to do that. That can always be done after the fact. But I think I'm going to try it the way it is and see what happens. Okay, the other thing I have noticed, and you can see it here, is that on these point rails here, they seem to have shifted this over in this picture to my left, or to our left, to where this rail head that's for the point rail that's thinner than the stock rail here seems to line up better. In years past, those were shifted over to the other side, and there was always a catch right here. But if there winds up being a catch here, that's always easily eliminated by taking it kind of takes a specialized curved file, at least that's what I found works the best, and just put a little chamfer on this edge right here. And the same thing applies over here on this side. When this switch is thrown, hang on. Well, let me see if I can get it thrown. When the switch is thrown, let's get back to this. When the switch is thrown, and I'm going to try and get close here, you can see that the top of this stock rail is even with the curvature of this rail here. And that's a smooth transition now. I don't remember any of the ones I've installed in the past being that well lined up. So I think they've made an advancement in the way they're assembling these things, or something in the parts of it, or something of that nature. But anyway, it appears now like the only trouble we have could possibly be the point, and I'm going to take and file mine as this one is filed. I think you can see it in this picture, and I'll show you how that was done. Okay, what we want to do on this stock rail right here, which runs all the way through the turnout, what we want to do is we want to come and take this joiner off and push this rail back, pushing this end out after we've made a mark with a Sharpie right here at the end of this point, so that we can put a notch in there for that point to fall into. Now, you can see that there's a little bit of an edge there, and I think that in the past either that doesn't go all the way over, it gets a piece of dirt or something in it, and guys have experienced a few derailments there, and I will explain about the point rails here in a little bit. But anyway, we're going to cut a notch in this, and it's going to require pushing this back. And I'm going to try and see if I can put the tripod up and see if I can show you how I push it back. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is take my fine point Sharpie or similar tool, and I don't know if you can see this in the camera, but I'm going to make a mark right where the end of the point is. And I made it on the side and the top. Now we're going to slide that rail out. Okay, I don't know how smooth this is going to go, but I'm going to pull this rail out. try to do it here on camera very slowly. I'm trying to work around the camera. Okay, now you can see that I pulled it out. One thing you need to be aware of is it pulls it out of this little bitty gold thing right here. So when you push it back in, after we file this right here, you need to make sure the rail does not bend here, and you need to make sure it goes in that little gold contact right there that gives this rail power. It's got a couple places, but we still need to make sure it goes in there. Okay, so I'm going to file this and show you what it looks like. And obviously this is what it looks like before it's filed. Boy, I write sloppy, don't I? Now you could use any kind of file. This just happens to be one I pulled out, and this is the one I'm going to use to file this. And I'm not going to bore you with showing you how I file it. You can use your own imagination. What I do, or what I did on the last one, is I lay this on the edge of my workbench, and then I take the file and I work this way. Well, obviously, but I work it at a very slight angle because you're going to want, this doesn't have very much of an angle to it, so you got to do a pretty shallow angle to get in there. But anyway, I lay it on something to steady it. So I'm going to file it and get back with you. Okay, and this is what it should look like after it's filed. And you can see that we have a nice little indent there. Now what I want to caution you about once again is we don't want to bend this putting this rail back in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and grab it with the pliers right in here somewhere and get it back to the point. Then I'm going to pull it from the other end once it starts through this little gold tab. I hope. Now I don't know if I can get this on camera once again, but we're going to give it a try. In fact, I think I might be able to push this back with my finger. And what you're going to do, and it did go through the gold tabs there as you can see, I want to push it back until that rail is flush with this, which is real easy with the pliers here. Like so. And now we should be back where we were. And let's see what we got. It looks like it fell right into the tab. Let me see. As you can see, it fell into the slot there. Now, on these turnouts, that's the only modification I'm going to make. In fact, it's actually through a little too far. That's why it's not looking right. But anyway, I can't see in the camera too good. But you can see that it does fall into the slot there. And it makes a much smoother transition there. And I think they have rounded the tops of those rails a little bit, those points, and I don't think they were round before. But nevertheless, I think we've done what we can do to this to make it work properly, and I think we're going to leave it at that. Okay guys, I just modified all 8 of these turnouts at one sitting, and I think it took me about 15 minutes. So it's not something that's very time consuming. And it's just insurance. So once I get all this put together, we'll find out how it goes. Well guys, I hope you liked that. I just prefer to make these modifications, whether they're needed or not, to them before I put them in. They can't possibly hurt, so that's what I'm going to do. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video as usual, and as usual, we'll see you the next time.